My radiator works! Like it's warm. The radiator has not been working since I moved in here. And I was like cold and depressed, but now it works. So now I can be warm and depressed. Like literally back in school, all I used to do was sit by the radiator and be warm and depressed. Anyway, hi. I hate everything. It's Wednesday evening and I didn't do anything today. I achieved nothing, so now I'm feeling the consequences of that, which is just guilt and self-loathing. When I feel down, I like to read about disturbing things because in comparison, my life doesn't seem so bad. Usually this is like maybe horror games or reading the plots of horror movies, not actually watching them because I'm too much of a pussy to do that, or reading disturbing books. So a few days ago, I read this. It's called I'm Thinking of Ending Things by Iain Reid, and it is one of the most disturbing books I've ever read. Like I would recommend reading this when you're feeling emotionally stable, because I read this when I was going through some anxiety, and my anxiety while reading this just skyrocketed. Like I literally thought my heart was going to jump out of my skin and then run away. So this was really unsettling, which is what it's meant to do, so 10 out of 10. It's like once you start reading it, you just can't really stop. And this is a lot more disturbing than this other book I read, Lolita, which is saying something, because this is literally about a nonce. And this is this author's debut novel. And it's now a Netflix film. Like imagine just being that talented. And basically to neutralize the disturbing sentiment of that, I was like, I need something more lighthearted, something I can't take seriously. So I also got 50 Shades of Grey. Don't judge me. I mean, it can't be that bad, right? I don't have anything else to say about the matter, nothing intellectual to say, so I'm gonna shut up now. Alright, now my head hurts because I'm already worrying about what I'm gonna have to do tomorrow, which is go to campus and study and write my essay, and I don't want to do it. I just want to stay at home and watch YouTube. Oh my god. I'm already dreading waking up tomorrow. I just want to be unconscious forever. I guess my problem, I always think too far in advance every time. I always think about, tomorrow's gonna be a horrible day because I'm gonna have to do this and that. And next week is gonna be a horrible week because I'm gonna have to do even more of this and that. And next year is gonna be horrible because I don't even know what I'm doing next year. I don't know where I'm gonna live. I'm gonna graduate and then I'm just gonna be homeless. And that's like constantly at the back of my mind, just eating away at my thoughts. And I just can't function. I can't function like this, so I just end up in bed all day watching YouTube and trying to escape my reality. But like, is it even that deep, Min? Just do it. Like everyone else is doing it. But to me, it just makes me want to crawl into a hole and become a caveman, like devolve into a cave woman and just never come out again. Why am I doing this to myself? It's 11:15 in the evening and I'm just like waiting. I'm just like dreading tomorrow. I'm like, oh no, I can't do anything productive right now. I have to sit and be scared for what tomorrow's gonna bring. Alas, I am awake. Woe betide me. I really wish I wasn't. I just want to be unconscious forever. I don't want to go to campus. I don't want to be productive. I just want to rot in bed and waste away. I want to dissolve into my bed sheets. I want to become one with the mattress. Alas, I cannot, because today I have a meeting with Zaddy. Now, who is Zaddy? You may or may not ask. Probably not, because who cares? He's my project supervisor for my dissertation. His name isn't actually Zaddy, it's just that his name starts with a Z. And back when I was in the first year, he was the lecturer for one of my modules. And because it was during the pandemic, it was online, so he would do these like Zoom lectures, and everyone in my cohort typing in chat would treat him like a Twitch streamer. So they would be like, Poggers, Pog, this is so Pog, big Zaddy. So yeah, I call him Zaddy, but you can't catch me calling him that because that would be catastrophic. Porridge. So I have anxiety, right? Which means that my heart is always beating really fast. My head always hurts. My stomach always has this like squeezing feeling in the pit of it. And the thought of going to university and being productive is just so mentally draining already. Like I'm not even there, I'm still at home. Like what is it called when you're always waiting for something so you can't do anything in the meantime? I don't know. I am now eating all the cheese in my fridge because I'm stressed and I have an unhealthy relationship with food. That was far too much cheese. I don't regret any of it. I've been watching Emma Chamberlain for like the past week, non-stop. Like that's all I do nowadays. And she has a cat. Well, she actually has 2 cats. And I'm jealous beyond belief. If you have a cat, I would kill for that privilege. I honestly think having a cat would just solve all of my problems immediately. I'm so jealous. Okay, it's time to go to campus. Outfit of the day. It's nothing special, honestly. Cream yourself. It is a beautiful day, but I am dead inside. I don't know what my problem is. I'm so bloody sad and like, what's wrong with me? I went to campus to meet with my supervisor, write my dissertation, write my report, go to a lecture. How many of those did I accomplish? 1. So I met with my supervisor and he was going on about like project proposal, like how to write the dissertation, all these papers I had to read. And honestly, everything was super daunting and stressing me out. So I was just kind of like dissociating. And eventually he goes, "Are you okay? You look concerned." Like I'm so depressed and anxious that it's just my permanent expression now. I just look concerned all the time. And I said, "I am concerned." And he invited me to speak about it, so I did. I confessed to a professor in computer science that I actually hate computer science, that I don't know what I'm gonna do next year when I graduate, that I feel burnt out, that I'm like kind of hating everything. And he was really nice about it. He said, "Yeah, that's perfectly reasonable." Anyway, I felt really emotionally drained after that conversation, so I was supposed to do all these things after that meeting, but I just made a beeline for home. And I'm here and I'm watching YouTube again. Now all the work I was meant to do today is gonna get pushed to tomorrow, and I'm gonna have a terrible Friday because of it, and it's gonna be awful. I hate my life. I keep seeing on TikTok like those posts of where people are like de-influencing you as a normal 30-year-old, and they basically just give you like snippets of their everyday life, just like about their reality. And honestly, it really helps because most of the time they just talk about how they have no friends, no life, no house. And I'm like, this is so relatable. So if you hate your life, don't worry, I hate my life too. Yay. What have I achieved this week, this month, in my entire lifetime? Nothing. All I want is to stay at home and eat snacks and go to sleep and then rinse and repeat. Is that too much to ask? Like, what do you mean I have to study and then graduate next year and then go find a job and be part of society? No! What should I eat for dinner? Pasta? That's a great idea. I'm gonna make too much and then decide to save some of it and then ultimately end up eating all of those leftovers too. I just fell asleep for 2 hours. Look at the lines on my hand. I was gonna cook pasta, but I slept 2 hours and now I can't be bothered. So I'm just gonna have croissant and peanut butter bread. That 2-hour nap just completely threw me off. I was having a bad day and now it's the worst. Like, you know when you wake up from a nap and you just feel like your entire life has been wasted. And now I'm not gonna be able to sleep because I took a 2-hour nap and I'm gonna end up sleeping at like 3 a.m. and I'm gonna wake up tomorrow morning at like 12. I'm just gonna eat my croissant. The croissant, pretty good. I want nothing more than to just dissolve into this carpet of mine. I want to become one with these fibers. I just want to meld into here. Like, carpets don't have to worry about dissertations or exams. Shut up, Min. I'm overeating again. Do I care? No. Well, I am gonna care tomorrow when I wake up and I feel bloated and terrible about my life choices. But that is for tomorrow me to figure out, so I regret eating all that. While I was asleep, I had a dream that I was a butler and I was so bad at my job that everyone just kept calling me a failure. I genuinely just want to go to sleep and just never wake up again. What is my problem? My mind is always in hyperdrive. So like the moment I try to do anything, I just can't because my mind is going too fast. The rest of me can't keep up. So I just spend every day doing nothing. But my mind is always like, "Man, you should be doing something." And then I'm just like, "Yeah, but oh my god, I need to put the bins out." My household has like this rota of chores and it's my turn to put the bins out this week. Nowadays, every day I wake up and I just immediately have this feeling in my heart that I'm worthless and useless and I'm never gonna amount to anything in my lifetime. And honestly, I don't know how to fight it. I am in the process of getting a therapist, but like, they haven't really called me back, so maybe they hate me too. I genuinely wish I was a piece of rubbish. Like, I wish the garbage truck would just come and collect me and I would be recycled and turned into someone new. Because what is this? I just want to be recycled or composted. How am I literally more useless than a rotten apple? Like, at least rotten apples nurture the earth. They provide nutrients for the soil. What do I do? What did I accomplish today? I complained about my situation to my supervisor, who doesn't really need to hear about it. Oh, something else I accomplished today? I threw a tantrum to my mum. I video called her and I said, "Mum, I don't want to do anything." And then I whined to her for about 10 minutes. And I do that like every day. Every day I call my mum and I just whine about my life to her. Like, my life isn't, when you think about it, my life isn't that bad. I'm doing what thousands of other people do. All I need to do is study. Like, go to university, go to lectures, study, write a few reports, and then graduate. Like, it's not that hard. But it kind of is. I think what makes all this significantly harder than it has to be is the fact that I don't really have any close friends. I have a lot of just kind of acquaintance friends, just people I kind of talk to when the situation arises, but nobody I actively reach out to hang out with, or people who reach out to me to say, "Do you want to hang out?" And that's just kind of how it's been for the majority of my life. I don't really have any close friends, and a lot of that is my fault. Like, I keep pushing people away. Why am I so riddled with problems? I have so many issues. I'm like a magazine. So here it is. Here is what I think is the biggest reason for my failure in the current day and age. I didn't envision myself getting older than 20 years old. I'm 22, so I've crossed that threshold. But when I was younger, I thought school was the end of it. I went to primary school, secondary school, now university. I thought that once I went to university, that would just be my life over, because that's all I really was taught. And now that I'm due to graduate next year, I'm drawing a blank. I have no idea what I'm meant to do from next year onwards. I genuinely thought I would not be alive after 20 years old. I'm surprised I'm 22, you know? I have no idea where I'm going to be next year, or in 2 years, or in 10 years. And that is just eating away at me all the time. Like, I can't concentrate on anything. I'm figuring out adulthood. That's what's going on, really. And I think I would be fine figuring it out. It's just that the combination of having exams, coursework, dissertation to do is a bit much. But like, it's not even that much if I think about it. Like, if I just organized my time even a little bit, I would be able to get through this. But instead I spend all my time watching YouTube. What is this button here? What does this do? What is that? That is weird. Anyway, that was a pretty normal day in the life for me as a normal 22-year-old. Hopefully it gets better. I can't promise anything. You know that feeling is like you want to cry but you can't, like physical tears just aren't coming out. That's how I felt constantly today and yesterday, and probably tomorrow as well. Okay, bye.